There is a kind of psychology nobody teaches you in school. It is not about healing. It is about control. And once you can see it, you can never be manipulated the same way again. These are 7 tactics manipulators use, how each one works inside your brain, and exactly how to shut it down. Number 1. Intermittent reinforcement. This is the strongest one, so we start here. When affection arrives unpredictably, warm one day and cold the next, your brain stops treating it like love and starts treating it like a slot machine. Psychologists call this a variable ratio reward schedule, and it is the most addictive reward pattern ever measured. A rat that gets food every single time it presses a lever will press it calmly. A rat that gets food at random will press that lever until it collapses. That is what inconsistent people do to you. The confusion is not a side effect. The confusion is the hook. The defense. Measure people by their baseline, not their peaks. Ask how they treat you on an ordinary Tuesday, not on the best day you can remember. Number 2. Gaslighting. This is not simply lying. Lying attacks a fact. Gaslighting attacks your instrument for measuring facts. When someone says that never happened, you are too sensitive. You are remembering it wrong. The target is not your memory. The target is your confidence in your memory. Because a person who cannot trust their own mind has to borrow someone else's, and that is exactly where the manipulator wants you. The defense is almost boringly simple. Write things down. A private note with a date is immune to persuasion. Reality that exists outside your head cannot be edited by someone else's voice. Number 3. Love bombing. Overwhelming affection, delivered far too early. Constant messages, extravagant gifts, talk of forever within weeks. It feels like being chosen. What is actually happening is speed. Real trust is built slowly, because slow is what lets you notice red flags. Love bombing compresses months of intimacy into days, so you become attached before you have had time to evaluate. The defense is to watch the calendar, not the intensity. Ask a quiet question. Do I actually know this person? Or do I only know how they make me feel? Number 4. Guilt as currency. Every request arrives with an invoice attached. After everything I have done for you, I gave up so much for this. Here, the manipulator converts favors into debt, and debt into obedience. Real generosity has no receipt. If a gift keeps getting mentioned, it was never a gift. It was a purchase. And the thing being bought is your compliance. The defense? Separate gratitude from obligation. You can be genuinely thankful for something and still say no to what comes next. Those two things were never connected. Number 5. Triangulation. A third person is introduced into the dynamic. My ex never complained about this. Everyone else agrees with me. Suddenly you are not in a conversation, you are in a competition, and the prize is basic decency. This works because humans are exquisitely sensitive to social ranking. The moment you feel you might be replaced, you start performing instead of thinking. The defense? Refuse the frame entirely. The right response is not to compete harder. It is to notice that a person who genuinely valued you would never make you audition for it. Number 6. The false choice. You are offered 2 options, and both of them belong to the manipulator. We can do it my way now, or we can do it my way after an argument. Your brain gets so busy choosing between the options that it never asks the real question. Who wrote this list? Restricting the menu is one of the oldest control tactics there is, and it works because choosing feels like freedom even when the choice was rigged. The defense is one sentence. Neither of those works for me. You are always allowed to add a third door. Number 7. Weaponized silence. Not a pause. Not space to cool down. Punishment. days of nothing, with no explanation, until you apologize for something you may not have done. Social rejection activates the same brain regions as physical pain. That is measurable, so this is not you being dramatic. Silence used this way is genuinely designed to hurt, and it is designed to teach you that disagreement has a price. The defense is to name it calmly, out loud. I am willing to talk when you are. And then go live your life. Silence only works as a weapon when the other person is waiting, frozen, holding their breath. Now here is the thread that ties all 7 together, and it is the part most people miss. Every single one of these tactics works by making you doubt yourself, not by overpowering you. Look at them again. Intermittent reinforcement makes you doubt what you deserve. Gaslighting makes you doubt what you remember. Love bombing makes you doubt your own pace. Guilt makes you doubt your right to say no. Triangulation makes you doubt your worth. The false choice makes you doubt your options. And silence makes you doubt whether speaking up is safe at all. 7 tactics, 1 target. Your certainty about yourself, which tells you something important about the people who use them. Manipulation is not strength. It is a shortcut used by people who cannot get what they want honestly. Someone with real power in a relationship does not need to confuse you into agreement. They can simply ask. So the real defense was never learning to fight back harder, or to spot every trick in the moment. It is learning to trust your own read of the room again. If a relationship consistently leaves you feeling confused, small, and always slightly in the wrong, you do not need more evidence. The confusion is the evidence. Follow for more, and share this with someone who needs to see it clearly.